What's up, guys? It's Eric here. We are watching a game from 60 Second. This is a special game. I won't give away too much, but enough to say I saw this game from a different player's POV that someone else was reviewing. It was Frodan reviewing Snowy's POV because Snowy is ranked 2 right now, and I saw this game and I said I have to review this game just from seeing it from another player's POV. It looked absolutely insane. What's up, Cinder HK? Thank you everyone for spamming my new emotes. they're pretty good, right? I think you guys can find some use out of them. We have an early Ionia opener with potentially Orianna too. Like, kind of looking at. I wonder if this player, if 60 Second is also going to like he is also 2 out of 3 Piltover. Last game we saw Chuyen like level almost aggressively for potential to hit more Piltover. I mean, he's definitely not gonna like re-level here because he has tied up all of his gold into this. Okay. Oh, Piltover heart, huh? I mean, he can guarantee it now. Now we will. Okay, I love the emote spam. I need more emote spam in my chat, honestly. All right. I mean, like it's like not that good, but yeah, you can already see why this game's sort of special, right? We have a Piltover +1 as our start this game with the Orianna 2. Ooh, it's a little scary. Actually, that Ravenous Hunter player, like, there's no way they're not going to field Warwick. We'll see. He is playing some advanced Lost Streak strategy. You see, he even sells that Samira just to try to guarantee Lost Streak because it looks like the Warwick player might be playing for Streak as well. So we're probably going to take a lot of damage here. But we'll guarantee Lost Streak. This is a very Chinese way of playing, like the super, like full open, like I don't know if people remember, but I have told tale of games in the Chinese server where 2 people full open and then run into each other. It's not something you see very often in North America, but in China it happens a decent amount of the time where there's 2 people full open, they end up fighting each other, and boom, look at this, there's another Piltover player. So we have to almost full open if we want to not lose Piltover. You know what's really fortunate about this spot, actually, is that we have Piltover +1. We can basically always lose to the 3 Piltover player because we only have to field 2 units. Kind of hilarious, actually, but it's so good. Is that just a tie? No, it gives the win. Ooh, a Jace. It gives the win to the player who. It's either the player who travels or the player who doesn't travel, and I always forget which one it is. He sells the Ori here to get the Jason, just for like the more high quality unit, especially if you end up playing like something like Zeri. Wow, he even what a sick move actually. He knows the other player. Like, okay, so like the levels, right? The other player knows that he will never be able to lose this fight, so then they might as well just play a slightly stronger board. But then 60 Second realizes, okay, well, because I know they're gonna have to play a slightly stronger board, I can actually play a slightly stronger board at the last second because they're never going to try to full open because they know they're always going to get out full opened, so they can play the Tristana, kill 2 units, and all of a sudden the streak looks really good. No winner. Winner is one whose board it is. That, yeah, I forget how it works. It's either if you travel you win or if you travel you lose, but it always gives it to one person based on just that, whoever travels to the other person's board. But yeah, mind games. It's kind of sick actually. That was genius. I haven't been in that spot before because I mean this is a really weird spot with a Piltover +1 another Piltover player. But like if you think about it, it makes perfect sense, right? He knows that the other player knows that they will just have to play a slightly stronger board. Yeah, he even sells the Tristana here to fight the full open Kale player. Who's gonna win this actually? Because the Kale's gonna get one shot immediately, but like the problem with the Kale player, their spot is that they have to field 4 units, right? It's not like they're gonna sell Kale, so they have to field 4 units. He's even thinking of slamming Zeke's here because he knows he's gonna lose this fight, and maybe it helps kill a unit. It did not in the end, but he still killed one. This is such a great lose streak. Played really well by 60 Second. Just towing the line just barely of killing units. And oh my gosh, he actually sells out Piltover here, just to guarantee. Is that a 3rd Piltover player? No, okay. He was just looking at the other Piltover player. I mean, this is a bit much, right? Like, you could definitely have just held on to that Jace, I think. 'Cause I don't see anyone else who's gonna full open for him, but I don't know. Unless he thinks this Warwick player might sell everything but Warwick, maybe. But But yeah, I mean, I think he was fine here, but just going the extra mile to try to guarantee the loss streak, I guess. It's a little bit sus. But yeah, I mean, 68, 5 losses is amazing. You know, worst case scenario, I think is like 56. I think that's like almost worst case. I mean, you can, if you play in like a prismatic lobby and you fight like Cruel Pact, it can be even worse than that. But I think like 56 is as low as you can usually be. Like 60s is like pretty bad. And then something like 60 or like low 60s is like pretty bad, but 68 is quite good. Almost can't do better than that. But yeah, it looks like, especially with the Zeke Slam, that we're going to angle just a Piltover into Zeri game, which, you know, makes a lot of sense. From this spot, I think that is just the best comp to play Piltover into. You can also just play Piltover and then pivot into a different comp later. We find Jinx, who can be a very, very solid item holder for Zeri later. Our items are a bit awkward, actually. There's a double tier setup. Like, do we want to just slam blue buff and put it on someone later? That's probably what I would end up doing. Maybe even just blue buff the Jace. Look at this, by the way. Look at this. Still full open here. Just to try to make sure he keeps his loss streak here and loses as many fights as possible. I didn't actually see who he was scouting, who he was afraid of beating. But, I mean, very, very clean play to just say, okay, I'm going to lose streak as hard as possible. And then, you know, we will see where he goes from there. Where he wants to cash out 3-5 is pretty normal. But, yeah, I would pre-level here personally. Oh, he's pre-leveled. Okay. So now you'll see, immediately doesn't even roll the other augments to look at something else. Now you can see why this game is pretty special. This is a Piltover into Last Stand game. Last Stand, of course, gives you a second life when you drop down to 1 HP. Very, very good with something like Piltover, because now we can push our loss streak to the absolute limit. We can guaranteed lose fights because we have 56 HP to work with. And even if we lose all of that, we have 1 life after that. Also really, really good with Piltover if you can get to a really low amount of HP. You can even use the Last Stand to spike your board, but obviously that's a little bit risky because, you know, if your board doesn't spike hard enough, or if you ever fight someone stronger, then you will simply die. But all good. All good. And there's no Soraka in this set to heal you back up, you know? Oh, those were the days, right? You proc Last Stand, you put 5-cost Soraka on your board, and she starts casting, and not only do you have Last Stand proc on all your units, but you're actually, like, healing up. Oh, that's... those were the days. Those were the days. But alas, we're in this spot. I guess Cho'Gath then, really good unit for loss streaking. I was in someone's stream, and they were talking about how bad, like, Cho'Gath is. I'm just like thinking in my head, I'm like, this Cho'Gath is actually just such a sick loss streak unit, because he, you know, eats. But he actually thinks it might be too strong, so he sells it here for the frontline Orianna. Wow. He even says, like, okay, I can't, if I fight that other Piltover player and win, it wrecks my streak, and I can have so many stacks if I keep the streak here. 5-unit loss, normally pretty bad, 32 pretty low, but another life with Last Stand, all good. All good, just keep the loss streaks coming. I missed that Soraka. Yeah, she was so sick. Also, just as Soraka lover, it was incredible. Okay, as far as Zeri items go, I mean, there's no Zeri on Carousel. He opts to take Glove here, probably to finish Last Whisper. Just because Last Whisper tends to be very important when you play this comp, because you don't have any shred. You're not able to get like Freljord in very easily. I guess you can play. I mean, you're gonna play Vi, but Vi is not the reliable shred that you need. So I assume this is just to complete Last Whisper, but we'll see. Oh, and it's Scroll of... Oh, wow. That's where he gets it. It's a Scroll of Knowledge game, which, of course, allows him to get the 6 Piltover. So this is the other reason I saw this spot, basically this exact spot when Frodan was reviewing another VOD, and I saw, you're telling me we're 6 Piltover Last Stand, and you're telling me we're not going to VOD review this game? Like, I have to watch this game. I have to. So we will see where it goes from here. So 6 Piltover gives you loot every round and increases the amount of stacks you get onto your T-Hex. Get high vote here by the level 5 player. Feels pretty bad, down to 20 HP. Looks like he's gonna potentially, I mean, I think he's just, oh, okay. Wow, that was pretty bad. We just got like 3 gold basically. But yeah, he's gonna level here and actually start rolling a bit. Start doing some preliminary spiking of his board. Finds the virus. Gonna keep rolling a bit here. There's a little bit of a scary spot. Yeah, actually starts getting pinged. Definitely the same as any North American lobby where people are gonna say, wait a minute, he's got a 55 stack T-Hex, man. Kill this guy, please. This spot is so amazing, and I can also confidently say I would go 8th here. Yeah, like, you see 60-second rolling a bit. It's almost like the way he's rolling is like he's a little nervous. The fact that he rolls like a tad bit early here, just to start rolling the gold and start like looking for other carries. Like, good to see, because I know I would be nervous as hell in this spot as well. But yeah, they've nerfed 6 Piltover quite a bit from PBE. It used to be very good, but it looks like each round it's giving like 3 gold average, 4 gold, which, I mean, you know, on PBE would give you like items, like sometimes full items. So makes sense. But yeah, we have a 75 stack T-Hex. I have no clue what he just typed in chat. If YouTube chatters or Twitch chatters know, please tell me. But yeah, we have to spike the board here. Jarvan 2 is absolutely huge. We really need to find at least one Jinx, or not Jinx, but Zeri to like spike our board. Gwen 2 could maybe fit in here. There's the Zeri, so we can move items off of Jinx, and also we can put the infection thing on her. Ends up cutting his Piltover units and just playing 5 Piltover here just to play strongest possible board. And Slam Protector's Vow here. Gonna slam Sword here. I know like BT would be fine on Urgot. And also just manages to fight like actually a really weak Warwick board who's still level 6. The entire lobby has got to be flaming this Warwick player for giving him the win. But there we go. That's our cash out. We now have a 75 stack T-Hex. So let's see where the game goes from here. He could take another Piltover +1 if he wants it. I'm not... I mean, it allows him to get 6 Piltover in. Oh my god, what a Giga Chatty. And it gives him a Zeke's. Like, this could actually be best. It's just, it doesn't spike his board at all. He knows the second this happens that he's playing for first. Is this live? I mean, the game I am watching is a VOD, but I am live right now. But yeah, 75 stack T-Hex. My god. So yeah, I mean, this is absolutely a play for first angle, taking the Piltover +1. His board's gonna get no stronger, but he says, I got a 75 stack T-Hex. He's going to laser beam down the entire board and be just incredibly tanky. So I don't really care. Ooh, this is like kind of a scary fight though. Like when you have one of these fights and you're playing Piltover, you get kind of like, this fight was not that far off from being a loss. That was highly scary. This is a recording. I don't believe sub is here. Yeah, pre-recorded. XDD. The second he gets... Oh, yeah. The second he gets Zeri pair, he decides to start rolling, especially because that fight was kind of scary. But now, boom, we have Zeri 2, we have Urgot 2, we have everything that we need, really. And now he can push 8 and look to really, really cap out the board. Off Carousel, we have a sword. We're going to look for either like a Gunblade or a GS or something, I'd imagine. But we'll see what he ends up taking. But yeah, I saw... basically this map before. I saw it even before the cash out. And I said, look, I have to watch this game, right? Again, I'm so curious to see where this game ends up going. How his board ends up looking. Does he win out? Does the T-Hex, like, does he end up ever selling the T-Hex? Does he just keep it the entire game? This message is also pre-recorded. Oh, that would be genius, actually. I should start doing that. Like, just say the stream's not pre-recorded, but then like say like, okay, when we're 40 minutes into the stream, can you type, is this stream pre-recorded? And then I'll be like, this stream's not pre-recorded. That's actually so genius. But yeah, I mean, the board looks insane, right? I mean, even if he didn't have the T-Hex, this would be like a fine stage 4 board. Ignore, obviously, the augments. And then you add the T-Hex to this, and the board looks like unbeatable unless someone hits like 3-star 4 cost. Fun fact, I had a 70 stack T-Hex early on into this patch, and lost to a 3-star 4 cost and ended up going 5th. It was pretty fun. Spicy Appies hit a 3-star, believe it or not, a 3-star Urgot, even though I'm pretty sure I had an Urgot too. I don't remember quite. But I was so busy like sweating about my Piltover cash out that I was like, oh god, am I gonna die? I'm gonna die. And then I look at Spicy Appy's board and he just has an Urgot 3 on it, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna die. And I did. It was pretty sick. Selling this TX with the largest throw of all time? I mean, the cash out tables, once you get into the 80s, they're pretty crazy, right? Like, I don't know. I need to look at Mortog's table again to see, but like, I mean, yeah, you're probably right that we never sell it. But I mean, what if we did? How sick would that be? There's the one where all your items turn into Radiance, which I don't know how high stacks you have to be to get that one. But I mean, that one can definitely be worth a T-Hex in strength, right? Double Radiant Zeeks here, like Radiant tank items on everyone. Like, I mean, come on, right? That's why you just be more skilled and roll last stand. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, in my game, it was actually insane. I had Baby Last Stand, which is Tiny Titans, and so it was like my best Piltover game ever, and it was still a 5th man because I suck at this strat, and also because like it's not that good. You have to be 105 stacks. Okay, we're pretty far off that, and I don't think we're gonna have any losses. So yeah, I doubt we can get that high. So yeah, probably will be keep this T-Hex the entire game, but you know, maybe there's some spot where you're supposed to cash it out. I have no clue because I barely play this comp. Yeah, we're gonna level, get the Sedge in, make Gargoyles plus Ionic. Looks really good. Yeah, I mean the other option was pretty bad. You don't really want to make a Locket. And the Ionic's not even bad. There's a few sources of magic damage. Well, really just like the T-Hex, right? Go. The T-Hex is magic damage, right? It's not true, so it's gotta be magic. Just vibes based, right? It's a laser beam. But yeah, and the Jarvan can be a decent frontline. We are gonna fight a Darius 3-player here who like should be a relatively strong board. Like if there were a player that could win a fight here, you would think that Darius might actually have like some kind of a shot. But didn't really look close at all. So we will see. Also Snowy, if you guys noticed, because that's the other lens I was looking at this VOD review through, Snowy win streaked the entire early game up until like 4-2 or 4-3 or something. So Snowy's actually an amazing spot, like not to win the lobby, but to just go second in this lobby because of his HP lead. Like he can just wait for 60 seconds to kill everyone else off, and then boom, it's all good. We're just chilling in second. So I fully believe that's what he's going to do this game, but we'll see. Like Snowy even took a 4-2 think fast just to spike his board even harder. He got 8 challenger in, and then hit like a pretty strong version of the board. But like, I mean, unless he hits like the 3-star Yasuo he's holding on bench, like look, this fight was not super close. But yeah, I wonder if the Warwick board also, like the thing about this Jinx board is the single target damage is lacking. You know, like Zeri spreads out her damage really hard. The T-Hex laser beams, like that's why I thought the Darius board actually might have a shot, is because the single target damage is lacking. So I wonder if the Warwick board also like maybe has a shot versus it. I guess we will see, even versus this 82 stack. T-Hex is also pretty sick where he's giving the double Zeeks and the chalice to the T-Hex. All right, I mean good Jarvan ult, but I mean the Warwick has QSS. But yeah, I mean look how little damage the T-Hex does to this Warwick. Like you would, I mean it's still though so tanky. But yeah, the Warwick's gonna chew through the T-Hex, and then he's gonna get to the back line, and oh my god, it's actually lost for 60 seconds, but all that does is proc his last stand. So now he's gonna have last stand on everything as well. But yeah, that is actually a loss just for 60 seconds. I know QSS has amazing stats on the Zeri unit. Yeah, he's just gonna take QSS. I mean, just makes her attack a lot faster and means that, you know, she's never gonna get CC'd by anything. But like, I don't know. I'm curious as to why it's so good stats-wise on Zeri, because like it doesn't make that much sense, right? Like, why do you really care? He's gonna roll here actually. Try to find like Sejuani too, I guess. I don't know. I think you still just go 9 from this spot. I mean, maybe he's looking for 3-star 4 costs. Is his thought on how he's gonna like cap out? Maybe he wants to deny other people. Like you see him holding these oh, maybe that's it. Maybe he saw someone was close to Yasuo 3 or something, because really he's holding these Yasuos and Kaisas to try to potentially deny the Yasuo Kaisa player, I guess. Maybe that's it. My god, though, like this board has now spiked insanely hard. Yeah, okay, so Snowy has 6 Kaisas. So he sells the Yasuos and says, okay, my only job this game, and this is really smart, when you play around Piltover, you're this capped out on 8. You don't need to go 9. 9's not that big of an increase in power level. Your only job this game is to make sure this guy does not hit Kaisa 3, because if they hit Kaisa 3, they're actually, like, they have an okay chance of winning the game. And, you know, like, also scouting the Azir player, really clean play from 62nd here. Say that loss just sends him into the 90 to 104 energy range. Smooth. Maybe he can lose again. We need to get a Soraka in and have him lose again. Or he could just win, you know, like another 20 rounds or something, and then we'd be chilling. Tiny T-Hex? I know, isn't the T-Hex like so sick with the last stand? Oh, this fight was almost close. I mean, he still had like his entire, like, the rest of his board alive. But I mean, that Azir player is quite scary, right? They had like 50 gold banked. Okay, so he's holding the 1 Kaisa. If anyone else is holding Kaisa, this stops them, but I don't think anyone is. Look at this. Oh, that's 6 Yasuos as well. Oh my god, and they're 1 Kaisa off Kaisa 3. Wait! If Snowy hits, 62nd might not... I mean, he's going to have top 4, but he might actually bot 4. Or, well, he might go 4th, you know? Looks like he is just unbothered by that. He's going to level for this Rise here now. What do we even have here? You want like a Rise item, but it doesn't exist. We are in Ionia. That's the stupid spirit tree. I hate this one so much. But hey, maybe he can find a use for it here. But yeah, the Azir player and Snowy are both looking. Snowy was one Kaisa off. That's the one Kaisa we're holding on bench, I guess. But Snowy can still very easily hit. He's also got a ton of time left because he's 70 HP right now. So yeah, I mean, 60 seconds should beat everyone until someone hits a 3-star 4 cost. And then it actually becomes a competition because this is a huge T-Hex. It's like, what, 90 stacks now? Is that the Azir player dying here? That would be very... Oh, no? It's just getting very low. I mean, that would be great news as well for 60 second because, you know, like you don't want the possibility of the Azir player winning out. Yeah, I'm surprised that he actually sold his, like, Zeris and Jarvans and stuff because, like, the other way that you could potentially beat a 3-star 4 cost is just, like, get one of your own, you know? He gets Senna in here, which is the best level 9, just to, you know, get 4 Gunner in and to be an insanely good unit. There's no, like, shielding anywhere, really, except for Vi and Urgot, but, you know, there's, like, Zeri shielding happening. But yeah, he's scouting the lobby, actually, to see, you know, like, how many 4 costs are out of the pool? Am I in danger of getting 3-star 4 costed here? Beats the Darius player, of course. Snowy down to 33. He was so healthy a few stages ago now. But yeah, I imagine he should roll now and try to find... I mean, there's a Yasuo, but he really needs to find Kaisas. He's holding this Yasuo in shop. But yeah, the Azir player looked like they were just 2 off. Wow, this is ending up being like a nail-biter end to this game. Because even though we have this huge... T-Hex and Last Stand, like it's actually possible to lose if people hit 3-star 4 cost. I would love to see the fight, you know, like 3-star Kaisa versus this board, but I like 3-star Kaisa is really insane. Like I would not be surprised if 3-star Kaisa wins it, especially with the 8 challenger that Snowy has in. We're just gonna absolutely destroy this. I think that was a ghost, but Snowy ended up taking a big loss anyway. No Kaisa on Carousel, but that is an Azir. I think that player was 1 off of Azir 3. Or no, they were 2 off of Azir 3, I mean. So they still, I don't think, have hit. Yes, they're 1 off now, but they have a lot of units on bench. We got to roll here and try to deny as many Azirs as possible. Look at this. He's rolling and then throwing the Azirs back into the pool. Or the 4 costs back into the pool. Hey, thank you for the sub. All 3 Friday movies are good. Can they hit Azir 3? Looks like no. Oh my god, he cashes out the T-Hex to have enough gold. Oh my god. Wait. Is he going to win this fight now? He hit a bunch of Radiant items, a Tactician's Crown. Oh my god, he cashed out the T-Hex and looks like he's still going to win this fight. Okay, and that was him killing Snowy. What about the other player? They're alive too. He cashed out the T-Hex to potentially roll to deny Azir and then also to roll for his own Zeri 3 because if this player hits Azir 3, he can counter with a Zeri 3. Oh my god. Okay, and he's only 2 Zeris off. He's only rolling for Zeris at this point. He could keep Urgot in the rotation. Boom, that's Zeri 3 and Senna 3. Okay, who out there told me that he was never gonna do this? And did this person didn't even hit a Zir 3, man. They didn't have enough gold to hit a Zir 3. But we have Zeri 3, so it's absolutely just a formality, and it's a first from 60 second. What an insane game. Ending with the Zeri 3 with the T-Hex cash out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. Check my Twitch, all my other links down below. Thank you.